As Suella Braverman gets ready for her day in Parliament tomorrow, when she will hope to push through the illegal migration bill, which will, she hopes, stop people crossing the channel and provide the framework, the legal framework for her to send people to Rwanda and fulfill her dreams. What the BBC and the various mainstream media, can't believe I'm talking about mainstream media, have failed to identify is a 4-day hearing which started on Monday and will finish on Thursday, so the day after Suella Braverman's day in Parliament. And it's a hearing into 6 asylum cases objecting to the Rwandan deportation. Now, there was a hearing that took place in December before 2 judges that accepted the government's plan on legal deportations and said it was legal. But they gave permission for a series of personal challenges. So, in other words, Lords Swift and Lewis wanted a second opinion, and they're getting that today through to Thursday. And the hearing today is before the Lord Chief Justice, Lord Burnett, Sir Geoffrey Voss, and Lord Justice Underhill. And as I say, it goes back to April last year when Priti Patel unveiled what she described as her world first agreement. It wasn't a world first agreement. It was a hand-me-down from Israel, who had practiced it from 2013 to 2018. It was dumped because of legal concerns and because of refoulement. Legal concerns. And yet these concerns are not being advanced by our judges, and they don't seem to be advanced in the House of Commons. I wait to hear whether or not somebody in the House of Commons tomorrow will put forward the case why Israel, if Rwanda is so wonderful, why Israel is not continuing with their own project to send refugees to Rwanda. And so this is it now. And Hussein, the barrister, the KC, has spoken yesterday of the serious evidential gaps and deficiencies in the judgment made in December. In fact, Swift and Lewis seem to have relied on the government's assurance that everything would be okay, which in turn was based on Rwanda's assurance of non-refoulement, simply promises. Assurances for a country, in Mr. Hussein's words, that imprisons, tortures and murders those it considers its opponents. He didn't mention yesterday, maybe he will, the 13 people, not the 12 people that was mentioned on Laura Newsberg's show a couple of weeks ago, the 13 people, including a child, who were all from they were all refugees from the Democratic Republic of Congo. They were killed by the police in February 2018 and in September 2018. The one who was missing, the 13th, Elysee Kanyandekwe, who was shot on the 29th of April. That may actually make 14 people. And then there was a failure by the Rwandan government to deliver a coherent and transparent investigation into these murders. More than that, there have been reporters who have tried to get back into Rwanda to do further investigation into this, and they've had their visas denied. So Rwanda is trying to cover up this foul behaviour, and it seems extraordinary that, given the evidence against them, against the government of Rwanda, that we in Britain can take their assurances that everything is going to be fine. If we send people to Rwanda, we are trusting the people in Rwanda to do our job for us. We are subcontracting. We are legally, I think, responsible for what happens to the people that we send to Rwanda. And I don't think that Suella Braverman has done due diligence. When this issue, even when the 12 people were mentioned by Laura Newsberg on her television programme the other Sunday, Suella Braverman claimed she didn't know what she was talking about. Well, actually, there's plenty of evidence that she should have done, even if she didn't. This could have been simply a ruse. But both of them got it wrong, because it wasn't 12 people. It was 13 or 14 people. 13 or 14 people, including a child, who were shot at on at least 2 different occasions, possibly 3 different occasions. But there isn't a decent report into this. And the Rwandans clearly hope this will go away, as indeed does Suella Braverman. This is a serious issue. I'll do another video a little later about the Israeli situation and whether or not, and why Israel is not continuing itself with the Rwandan option. But for now, let's leave it here.